Okay.
Uh,
For a second,
yeah.
I thought your background was your actual room. And I was like, wow, Vera really did redecorate your place there while you were out of town with your mom. But that's a background. Right?
It's the most Spanish one I could find, and I'm noticing there's trumpets on the walls, and
Great.
There's a saxophone in the corner.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I was looking for something Spanishy.
Because you were in Spain.
I was.
All right. Well, let's break it down. Let's hear all about it. What's going on? Do we do an intro?
Yeah, I guess we should do an intro. Let's do a clap.
I think we nailed our clap, Ben. I think we nailed it.
Welcome to this week's version of We're Not Supermodels.
Yeah, welcome. All right.
We were going to do one last week or the week prior, but yeah.
Well, we did one the week prior, didn't we? Oops, didn't we do one week prior with my friend Katie, and she told supernatural stories?
Yeah, wasn't that 2 weeks ago though?
Has it been 2 weeks? Oh my gosh!
I've been gone 10 days, so.
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe a little bit less. I don't know.
Holy crap! Time flies.
Yeah, I know.
Like that.
So wow. I went to Spain, and you went to some other place that was.
I knew Crystal went somewhere, other place. I did. I went to because I'm excited to hear all about Spain because we spoke earlier yesterday, and we were like, no stories until our podcast because we got to tell our stories on the podcast. Yeah, I went to Wallace, Idaho. For the Paranormal Festival.
By the way, did you see my shirt?
You're wearing a kitty shirt. Did you get that in Spain?
I got it in Spain.
Kitty, make it just so the eyes peek up. Just so the eyes peek up. Peeks. Okay, that's adorable. Nice. That's a good kitty shirt. I am not wearing one today. I'm wearing a
Burke Museum.
Burke Museum shirt. Yeah, that's right.
So you can just see my kitty ears right now.
That's perfect. Yeah. That's perfect. I love that you got that shirt. You're in Spain and you're like, I'm getting this. This is coming home.
Well, and the quick change artist, I bought a XXL, but she switched it. I think she just gave me an X because I was trying to get it. Like they only had it in white, and I'm like, I don't want white.
Yeah, you don't do that color.
Yeah. Let me show you the other one I got, though.
Sweet. Let's see what you got.
And this is my other
shit.
Wait a minute. Here we go.
Oh, boy. Oh, is it?
Oh, no. It says,
oh, my God.
Catalan Crema.
Oh, wait, hold on, back up. I can't see you or it's just the room. There we go. Wait, no, it's gone again. It's just the room.
There it is.
That's great. Do they have kitties that come in off the street and eat pizza?
I don't know.
Okay. I didn't know if maybe you saw that.
I got this shirt from, let's see, I got this one from a different place.
Okay.
So this one I got on, it was supposed to be a 2X, but didn't give me a 2X.
Unbelievable.
She did a quick change on me.
Yeah, she did. She switched that shit up. She was like, this bitch want gray? Fine. Yeah. You're going to get gray.
Well, and first of all, I don't think she understood. I wanted this in gray. And she's like, no, white only. And I'm like, no.
Oh.
What did I say the word was? Especial. I said, I forget the word I used anyway.
All good.
And, I'm trying to explain to her, no, I will pay extra for you to make it. And then she finally figured it out. And then she went back, and I think she was having trouble finding the 2XLs. And I was going to be like, blue would be fine too. But she came back around, and then I noticed when she was doing the shirt, she whipped the tag off and put a different tag on. That should have been my clue.
That's awesome. Wait, yes, because let me ask you this, because I did Madrid. And I did Pamplona. and for the running of the bulls, and that would have been 2004. Question. Yeah, in Spain, they're going to speak Spanish. And if you don't know Spanish, you're fucked. English was not, they could give two shits. I know they spoke English, but no, you're in Spain, you're going to speak, Espanol. And
so I would speak Spanish.
Great. Good. As we should when we're there. They
would correct me. Like, we're ordering, like, a couple of things in Spain. First of all, no place to get a soda that's not with fake sugar. I don't know what the deal is there. But like Cokes and Pepsis and everything had saccharin in it or something. It tastes like Diet Coke or whatever. And Vera's like, no, that's not true. And I'm like, yes, it is. It tastes like fucking Diet Coke.
You can taste it. Yeah, you can totally taste it.
There's that. And so I have to Google that because it would say Pepsi on it, and you pull it out of the mini bar and drink it, and it's like, that's not Pepsi.
Yeah.
That's Diet something. Anyway.
Yep.
And so then I would order a Fanta, but I would say, and they'd say, what kind? And I'm like, anaranjado, which is orange.
Oh, right? That's how they say orange.
Anaranjado is orange, right?
Yeah.
And so then the last day I'm ordering it, and she's like, no. What was she say? It wasn't. I was saying the color and not the flavor.
Oh, right.
But I'm like, I felt like going, I'm speaking Spanish.
But she was trying to teach you there's a difference. There's a difference. There's the thing, and then there's the color.
And there's an anaranjado, and then I think she said it was new. I forget what she called it.
That's
like she taught me, but I don't remember it.
That's okay. It takes time to learn.
Anaranjado.
Yeah.
Orange.
But that's
an orange one. It doesn't matter that I'm not saying orange flavor.
Yeah.
All you Spanish speakers out there, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm at least trying to speak the language.
Sure. But in some cultures, the correction is an act of love.
Okay.
She was loving on you. I mean, that was her way of maybe, or not, or I'm trying to be the glass is half full, Jen. I'm trying to be the glass half full here. Yeah. She wanted you to know that, do it right so that you don't look dumb.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, that's what I said to Vera. I'm like, she's correcting me. She's telling me I'm saying the color orange and not the flavor orange.
What does your wife say in these moments? She's a Libra. What does she say?
She was just appreciative that I could speak Spanish.
Oh, okay. Yeah. She was just like, whatever I need. I support you, baby.
The problem with it, though, was like, if I was really tired, I was really bad at it. Like when we first got to Barcelona, I'm like, we're in the cab and I'm trying to say the words and they're not coming. And then the cab driver just hands me his phone with the Google Translate on it.
Oh, smart.
So because I was trying to tell him that if he comes to Canada, he needs to come to British Columbia because it's the best place to come.
Nice. Good for you. Represent your people. Yeah.
So, but I did try and speak it for the most part.
No, that's awesome. I'm proud of you. Goddamn right. Because when I went, I had brought, God, how old was she?
I'll take my headphones off today.
Oh, I forgot to grab mine.
That's all right.
I'm a mess today. I took Lauren, who you've met.
Yeah. The thing I remember about your Spanish trip was that your card got cloned or something the day you got there or something like that.
It had gotten what?
You said your card got compromised or something, your credit card.
Oh, my card. I thought you said car, like car.
Yeah, no, your card. So.
Oh, yeah. That sucked.
Yeah. Okay. I went out and got a RFID wallet before we left.
Good job. Okay, yeah.
Basically, it's not really a wallet. I'll show you what it looks like.
Let me see what you got.
And then you finish your story.
Is that silver sleeve?
Pink.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's just a metal sleeve, and you put all your credit cards in there. And
Smart.
It keeps it from getting cloned.
So was cloning a thing back in 03, 04?
or compromised or whatever. I guess they can just read the chips or whatever. I don't know.
Because they actually, I think it had something to do with.
Or maybe you scanned it somewhere and they took it.
Yeah, that might have been it. Or it was when something at the airport. Because the next thing I know, my card, someone was taking themselves on a trip to Berlin or something. You know, they bought themselves some plane tickets, and I'm like, did it happen at the airport? Yeah. Okay, wow. So that thing is a thing. Okay, got it. Well, in Europe, you know,
yeah,
you're gonna go from Madrid to Berlin. It's maybe $100. I mean, it wasn't like over, but it was just like, God damn it. But when we went, Lauren, who's younger, she was like 22 at the time, and she entitled American, right? Entitled U.S. citizen American. She's like, God, nobody around here speaks English. She's saying this out loud in public, you know? And I'm like, dude, we're in Spain. They speak Spanish. This is where Spanish originated. Spain, you know? Well, I just think that, and I'm like, she just wasn't getting it. And I was like, girl, I love you, but no. I was so embarrassed because it was like not a private conversation in our hotel room, right? And all I needed to know was the word baño. Yeah. I just needed to know where the goddamn bathrooms were. That's it. Otherwise, I could point. I just point.
Yeah.
Done. You know, I'm good. But yeah, no, she really made it like, that's how I learned that they will not speak English. It's like, you're in Spain, you speak Spanish. And so
they spoke English, and like the first town we went to was outside of Barcelona, Calafell. And, you know, we were at a ritzy hotel though. So.
Sure.
But most of the people that we encountered spoke English.
No shit.
The Sitches, and we were sitting in a restaurant, and the waitress spoke really good English. I thought she was American, but then when I heard her speaking, you know, I think she was Spanish. But
okay.
Barcelona, a lot of people spoke English. You know, I think they like it if you try, maybe.
Right.
But it was in Barcelona where I was getting corrected. So.
Oh. Well, and did you say that Barcelona has a lot of tourists?
They hate the tourists in Barcelona. You can tell that.
Yeah.
Well, you can't really tell that. I shouldn't say that, but
they tolerate
drivers. You could tell were like, they're just like, fuck you when you get in the cab, and then when you tip them really well, they change their tune. But
okay.
People tip there usually because it's not really a tipping culture. But
I noticed that in Germany and Austria, like a tip would be like a 5-cent piece, or like maybe €1. It's not, it's just like spare change, you know, and that, because when I would leave like an American tip, my German friends were like, whoa, no. And I'm like, oh, what? Is that not enough? Like, is that a shitty tip? And they're like, no. And they pull out like pocket change. This is a tip. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay. So just learning culturally, like what's proper and what isn't.
Yeah, sure. It's interesting because we had like, you know, cab drivers would take our tips, but the first cab driver, which was a long cab ride down to Calafell, because we didn't know how to get there by train or anything, so we took a cab. Very expensive, but basically the cost of the cab fare is what we paid for. You didn't want a tip.
Okay. Oh.
And then other cab drivers, we would give them a couple of euros or something, and they'd be like, "Oh, thank you," you know. And then one cab driver, our bill came to like 10 euros and 50 cents or something like that. And so I gave him 15, and I said, make it 12 or something like that. He's like, oh, no. And he gave me back the 5 and said, you're good.
Okay.
The one cab driver that, you know, was decent and nice in Barcelona to us.
Okay.
And
So
then,
awesome.
and
Okay.
I think also my theory on Spain and especially Barcelona now is that every time we got out of a cab, they were like, watch out for pickpockets, look out for pickpockets, look out for pickpockets, even when they dropped us off at the airport. And I looked at Vera, and it occurred to me when we were flying home, and I'm like, I think this is more about them discouraging tourists from coming to Barcelona than it is about there's tons of pickpockets in Barcelona, because we didn't really see evidence of that. Like, and not that you would see it, but like flipping around in Paris in 2012, we were there, definitely could tell there was pickpockets around.
You could, okay, yeah.
You can tell, like you can kind of tell, right? Because people are trying to bump into you and shit,
Aha. Okay.
And there's, we were down at that Sagrada de Familia, and there was tons of people around there, and it was not a pleasant place to be. But we still didn't feel like we were going to get pickpocketed, like I would walk behind her. She'd have her backpack on. I'd walk behind her. Not that we had anything in the backpack, because we were being really aware and stuff, but
smart. Yeah. Yeah.
It didn't feel like it to me. And then, the cab driver dropped us off at the airport, and we're getting out of the cab, and she's like, watch out for pickpockets. And I'm just thinking, right here,
right?
Okay, maybe outside, got that. Inside, you mean? Everywhere. I'm like, okay.
Okay. Yeah. I like the idea that that's their way of like getting rid of tourists.
That's what I think.
Let's weed out the really scared people by telling them about pickpockets, and then maybe they won't come back.
And those are probably the people that drive them nuts, right? The people that are,
Yeah, we can be embarrassing. We can be embarrassing for sure. When I was in Sydney, Australia, and then I went from Sydney, I flew to Cairns, to the Great Barrier Reef. I wanted to float out to the Great Barrier Reef, and on the boat out to the reef, I asked one of the boat peeps, that was running the tourist organization. I'm like, hey, so like American tourists, huh? Like, like you're total pieces of shit. She's like, actually, no. She's like, Germans. She's like, Germans are the worst. And I was like, what? Get out of here. Really? She's like, they're loud, obnoxious, and they only want to eat their food. Like, they don't want to try anything else out. They don't want to, it's just their food that they want. And, what do you do with that, right?
Yeah.
It's like, interesting. So I like to go to other countries and just like, hey, man, okay, break it down. We're fucking assholes, right? And they're like, actually, no, blah, blah, blah. It consistently sucks. I'm like,
They did ask us where we were from a lot.
Oh,
and when we said Canada, it was kind of like,
Okay. Well, in this,
it felt like anyway.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because when Lauren and I did our European tour, that's what we call it. We went to Europe for a month, and we bounced around, and that was September 2003. And we told people we were Canadian. Like, I had an American flag that was part of my backpack because it was made in America, and I just cut that off. I just removed that little flag right there. And when we went to Tbilisi, Georgia first, because I have a friend from there, and we were visiting her, Ruska, and I was scared shitless that we were American in what had been part of the USSR, and we grew up, USSR and the USA. I mean, the arms race and all that bullshit. And once the locals found out we were American, they were very excited. Oh, American, what? Oh my goodness. Hello, welcome. We're like, what the fuck is going on? And yeah, I was surprised. And it was very sweet. And so then it shifted my thought around the governments that don't like each other. But I think the people actually for the most part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want to go and eat the food and listen to the music and hear the language, you know, and like just be with fellow human beings on planet Earth and be around. And what do you guys got going on over here? I've never been here before. What your air smells different, you know, the birds sound different, your insects sound different. Yeah, but but sometimes we can be a very entitled and embarrassing,
obnoxious people.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to know that it's not just the Americans that are obnoxious.
No, it's not. Yeah. So
your experience in Spain, though, how was it?
It was weird.
Yeah.
There, I said it. It was weird. It was weird. We had already, this like the year before we had done Europe, and I mean we did Eastern Europe, or more, I guess Georgians consider themselves more Asian. So we did country of Georgia. Yeah. And then
wow. Why? Like are they considered South Asian? Like
I think we're newer, right? How old is our country? Well, the people that were here. If you look at a map and you look at Tbilisi, Georgia, and then you look what's next to it to the east, I mean, it is massively Asian. I mean, we've put Asia in a box of like, okay, China, and then maybe like Japan, and then Vietnam, and kind of all down the coast, Indonesia and stuff. But that actually extends out. So if my friend's like, we're Asian, I'm like, I'm not going to question it, because what the fuck do I know? They're an ancient people. I mean, the Georgians are fucking ancient. They're like ancient.
I'm looking at a map right now.
That's an old people. Yeah, because there's all the stands. You got the Kazakhstans, and you got the
Azerbaijan.
Yeah. Right, those guys. Yep, right.
But what is this country right over here? I can't see all.
Right, they're huge. I mean, there's big ones. They're just like, holy shit, what's over there? And I never trust any of the information we get over here in the United States about that part of the world. I bet that part of the world is super dynamic and interesting.
Oh, well, Iran is close to it.
Sure, the Middle Eastern, right down, yeah. But if you go
the Caspian Sea, between the Caspian Sea and Turkmenistan, like you don't hit Kazakhstan until you go through the Caspian Sea, Turkmenistan to Caspian Sea, Iran. So, I mean, they're closer to Turkey and Ukraine than they are in Iraq and Syria than they are. But I guess consider yourself whatever you want to.
Yeah, that's right. Well, and that was her. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of with what she said that what she really loves about her country and her countrymen is that it has consistently been conquered by Armenia, the Turks, Russia, because it is like the trade route goes right through Georgia. It's like the only way through the mountain pass of the Carpathian Mountains is you got to go through Georgia. And so Georgia is very, very important. Like whoever owns that country is the one that's going to make all the money with you got to pay fees to come through here historically. Right. And she loves that even though these other countries and cultures have conquered, so to speak, the Georgian people have remained very Georgian. Like they are that those other cultures, they didn't take on those other cultures. So they're very still their ancient selves, right? Historically a horse people. But yeah, she said Asian. Now, I don't know if that's also a way for Georgians to be like, fuck you to all the surrounding countries that have conquered them over the millennia. They might be like, we're not that, and we're sure as hell aren't that. We're not fucking Turkish either. We're Asian. So I just roll with it. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Back to Spain.
Oh shit! Sorry. Back to the Spain.
I don't know. We keep getting sidetracked, but
God. So good though, all the things. I want to hear stories. So what happened? You
Well,
guys
I want to hear your experience of Spain.
Oh,
It was mostly
my experience with Spain. Oh, right. It was weird. Yeah, it was weird. So we went to we flew into Madrid and rented a car, and we went to Pamplona, which is in like the northeast, so it's close to the French border.
Yeah.
And we were there for the running of the bulls because it was on my 30th birthday. And when I was a little kid, I wanted to go. Not because I wanted to see a bull be murdered, but like as a little kid, seeing the bulls with the bull, I wanted to be a bullfighter. I was like, holy shit. Up until I found out that they killed the bulls. I didn't know that part.
They've outlawed bullfighting in Barcelona, by the way.
I saw that.
They've come back and said, oh no, it's cultural. We need to have it back. But the city council has said no.
Okay. Yeah, we don't, yeah. Or totally. Okay, go right on.
Yeah, and I think all the Catalan province, I don't know if there's provinces.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, it's outlawed in all Catalan.
Yeah, once I learned, I saw a video about it, and I was like, oh shit. You know, I eat meat though. I'm a fucking hypocrite. I'm like, I don't like how the bulls are treated before, during, or after, and then I turn around and I'll have some, a steak that most likely came from a goddamn slaughterhouse that's animal cruelty big time. But we went to Pamplona because I really wanted to do the running of the bulls. I was like, I'm going to do the running of the bulls. That's nuts. And of course, we couldn't find the entrance.
No,
nobody would talk to us. And it's pretty rural. Maybe they really didn't know English, but we didn't know enough Spanish or French. But yeah, not friendly. It wasn't a friendly place. But everyone was there for the bullfight, right? Like this is people come from everywhere. People were sleeping in blankets in the park because all the hotels were booked up, right? I mean, it was just like cuckoo bananas for that. We did get to see the running of the bulls behind barriers. We couldn't run with them, but it was super cool. What I learned is when you see in those videos of people getting like the bulls, spearing people in the back with their horns, you have to want to get hit by a bull. That's intentional. Because we were watching, and like those really narrow roads, that's not the whole route. Like most of the route is fast, right? Like, and so we were both like, oh, okay. If you get hit by a bull, that was on purpose, like a rite of passage or bragging rights or something. Because you can avoid being hit by the bulls easy. But they were selling T-shirts that were in English. So I don't know but it says, went running with the bulls. And it had like blood splatter all over it, like T-shirts. I mean, we had some pretty good photos. And there were ambulances set up periodically on the route. We were just at this one section. But, it was a nice drive. A lot of like wheat fields kind of stuff, like traveling through Eastern Washington. That's what it looked like. I don't know that they were wheat fields. And then when we drove back to Madrid, again, not a particularly friendly city, but we did stuff. I was like, okay, you know what? The people aren't interested in us. That's cool. Let's just do some cool shit. Let's see what they got. So we hit up a conservatory, like all the gardens and all the things. That was beautiful. And we just walked around and hit up like a flea or like a farmer's market-y thing.
Yeah. That's the one thing we didn't hit was the markets. Everybody says, oh, you got to go to the markets. Well, we didn't really find them. So.
Okay. Right. Yeah. I mean, we would bump into them. I mean, we finally realized at a point, nobody's going to talk to us. Nobody gives two shits that we're here. And that's fine. That's that American entitlement, right? This is culturally They aren't like Americans where they're not going to give us hugs and shit. And so we did some shopping. I got some sweet pants, you know, but we just walked around. We just explored because we knew not to ask. We were just like, okay, not going to ask anything because nobody gives two shits. Not going to help us. We're just on our own. And that was fine. You know, so I'm sure I missed a lot of stuff. I'm sure we missed out on a whole bunch of cool things. But we were just kind of, we were like free flowing, you know, we were like free balling, you know, we were just kind of go with the flow. And it was still fun.
Yeah.
And Madrid, you know, it's an inland city. So
yeah, it's definitely inland for sure. It's right in the middle of Spain.
Yeah. So it was definitely like a city in the middle of a hot area that's, you know, the air wasn't great. And, you know, it was, I don't know. I kind of feel like Phoenix or something. Or? Phoenix. Yeah, it was July.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the other thing I think that we were smart about is going in October.
Smart. Yeah.
It was basically like Seattle in the summer, sort of weather, you know, and
sure.
And Barcelona is a pretty city.
Awesome.
It's on the water. And there's mountains, and they had the Olympics, so they had like Olympic stuff there, and you know.
Right. Okay. So when you were in Barcelona, so I was with one of my museum study classes. One of the classes that I took was architecture and museums, right? And we had to do a paper, whatever. So I wrote about how the architecture of Barcelona, who was by, what was the name of that architect? Gaudi, thank you. And this is the part nobody ever fucking talks about over here, because we are genuinely 100% a racist country. This is a racist fucking country. He was inspired by the Moors, by Moorish architecture. Blew my mind. Had no idea. Everybody talks about Gaudi and just like how he creates. Oh, he's so, you know, and it's like there's a root to his inspiration, which is that of the black and brown folk, and they came out of northern Africa, and the Arabs, right, the Middle Eastern folks that had migrated west and picked up some of the Moors along the way. Hey, we're going to do math and science and take it up north to the Europe, you know. And that blew my mind. I was like, okay, inspiration was from black and brown peeps.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
And he was very much a common man, kind of.
Okay.
And so much so that he got hit by what was it, a cable car or something?
Oh shit!
He was trying to cross the cable car tracks, and he was trying to miss the one that was coming, and the other one got him and knocked him on the ground and injured him pretty bad. And nobody paid any attention to him for like, I want to say like, might have been more than a day.
Whoa.
Not that long, but.
Hey, so it is a cultural thing. That's very, okay, yeah.
So what happened was somebody finally took him to the hospital, Sagrada de Familia, right? And they couldn't save him, and he died. That being said, now the whole city went into mourning because
interesting, right?
And wore black, and you know,
right. We let him die on the side of the road there because he just like a bum.
He just thought he was a bum, but
or an American tourist. Yeah, you ignore that piece of shit, and then they mourn him. Right? Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay. We do the same thing here. So it's sorry, Spain. Sorry, Spain. We do it too. I'm I own that. But wow, that's a story about his death, huh?
Yep.
Holy shit.
And like we went on a walking tour one day, but the entire city of Gaudi stuff. And one of them was a park. Like he actually, like he did so much in that city. Like there's so much, much that he created in that city. It's insane. Like apartment buildings and
okay.
yeah.
Can you imagine Okay, so here's where I'm at with architecture. Architects drive me nuts because it's all about the aesthetic and it's not about the practicality or the functionality. Like Frank Lloyd Wright's, a lot of his office structures were not functional. They leak right after they're built. They're leaking water and shit, but they sure are cool looking, right? What is the upkeep on something like a Gaudi apartment complex? Like, what the fuck do you do to maintain that? You know what I mean?
Really good question. I would say that my perception of the few buildings that we saw that I could touch and feel, because it's a lot of mosaics and stuff, right? Like, it didn't look like anything had been repaired ever. Like, it looked like it was still
solid.
Yeah.
Solid shit. Okay, great. It kind of, is it Adobe-esque?
Sort of.
Okay. Oh, I'm just throwing that out as like a.
Yeah, it's
like concrete, shaped concrete.
It's like if you, well, here, let me see. Like here's everything is like this, like
yes,
all mosaics, right?
Got it. Yep. Yeah.
And so like the walls are concrete with tile, and like, you know, everything is rounded, and
that's nuts.
It's very much the Moorish influence. I mean, you can definitely see that.
Awesome. Great. Yeah, they don't teach us that in U.S. schools.
No.
Like black and brown folks, you know. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be honest, I didn't really, I'd heard the term or the word Gaudi, but I didn't know much of anything about him until we went on this tour that we went on. I think Vera probably knew more. It's funny because she says that I got a better education than she did, but she got, you know, like she knows shit that I don't know, like I didn't know about. Like I think she knew more about Gaudi than I knew about him, but maybe that's because she's gone to college and, you know, done all that, and I never did that, you know, so.
Wait a minute. I thought you went to college.
Nope.
You're a self-made man. That's great. So all that computer stuff.
Yep.
I
learned it.
What?
I just learned it.
Okay, so look, you're like a savant or something. You're like a fucking one of those guys. You hear a song and then you just play it on the piano, and you've never played the piano before, right? That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah. So
wow. You just did it. Oh my God.
I just did it. Well, I didn't, you know, like we didn't have computers in school either. Like, you know, I learned computers after I graduated high school. You know, I learned about computers and what I was.
Well, we didn't have that. I think that shit arrived in my school my senior year, and the computer nerds in my school were the ones that set up with the computer nerd teacher. Were the ones that set up the computer system for the district. Like it was these kids and the teacher, and they would leave and go to other schools and wire shit up. And I'm like, the hell? But yeah, no, I took typewriter.
Typewriter. I didn't even take typewriter, right? Like I did not learn to type like a fiend until I started working at Microsoft.
Okay.
And
you had to figure it out.
Typing like, I don't know, fucking 100 words a minute, probably.
That's amazing. That's no, I took the class. It was a requirement. And so freshman year.
A day responding.
Wow.
300 or 400.
No. It's handy. I wish they still taught it because it's super fucking useful. And my ex-partner, we'd be looking online and I'd be typing, and she thought that was sexy. That was genuinely sexy. She's like, that's so cool. Like that's like a thing. And I'm like, what? Let's play Office. Let's create this room. You can play Office. Okay, I'll type. I'll be the typewriter lady. And you can be whoever you are. Yeah. Huh.
So would you recommend going to Madrid then, or no?
Of course, I would. Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna recommend going anywhere. Like that was my experience that one time in 2004. You know, like I mean, you know, if I went now, you know what I mean? Like hindsight's 2020. I have some experience now, what to expect, you know, and so I think I'd have a better experience, right?
Yeah.
What about you?
I felt like Spain was very chill.
Cool. Okay.
Like, in comparison to Italy or France, it seemed to me very chill. Like, and again, like, if you look around Barcelona is vast, right?
Okay, fast. Got it.
Huge city, very condensed, like very
like a New York, like a small piece of land, but with a shit ton of people.
Not like New York.
Manhattan? No, okay.
I would say like way bigger, and but lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of apartment buildings, like everywhere you look. But where, like in New York, you might see different, like, let's pre-gentrification of everything in New York. Harlem would be one way. The black and brown people live there. Midtown would be another way. And then Brooklyn would be another way, right? Or Chelsea would be another way, and then Brooklyn would be another way. Barcelona, apartment buildings all over the place, very condensed, very compacted city.
Yeah.
And neighborhood. But in none of the places where we drove or traveled did I see any sort of rundown apartment buildings or homelessness or any of that.
Yeah. Okay.
I saw one homeless guy sitting on the side of the building one day, and Vera said, "Oh, there's one underneath the underpass." That's two we saw the whole time we were there.
Yeah.
2 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are we doing wrong in the United States, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's the income disparity, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It looked like everybody there was working, like working class. I'm sure everybody's not working class, but everybody was like, we were in a neighborhood where we looked out our window of our hotel. There was an elementary school playground down there. And, you know, there was kids playing. The kids were playing in the concrete park as opposed to the green park because there wasn't a lot of green space. But, you know.
Yeah, normal's what you know. If that's what the kids know, they're going to go play there. Like, oh, that's where we go. Okay.
Yeah. So it just seemed like people were doing a lot better than people are doing in the U.S. It seemed.
Got it. Yeah. I'd be curious about, see, that's why I don't understand why our senators and, you know, our members of Congress, and not even that, governors, mayors, because they get a travel stipend. It's not like these motherfuckers don't get tax dollars to go do shit. Why aren't they flying out to those cities? What are you guys doing differently? I want to see what really goes on. Because I guess in Japan, in Tokyo, they don't allow people to be homeless. But what the person gets is, it's a tiny, it's kind of as big as my table, and my table's not that big. It's literally, they have videos. I mean, you can go online and look at it. It's these tiny rooms, and there's maybe like a bed, a desk for being on the computer. That's it. And there's a shit ton of them next to each other, right? And that's where they live. That's their home, right? Because they're just not allowed to be out on the street. which is great. They have a spot. I do watch those videos and I'm like, oh, fuck, man. What about a fire? Because there's no windows, right? You get your little box of a room and then now, is that better than being on the street? I don't know. You know, it's a roof over your head. There must be communal showers or something, but they didn't go into that. I'm like, where do people go potty? Where do they shower? Well, where the fuck do you keep is there a refrigerator in that room somewhere?
Yeah.
But, and I know in Germany it's against the law to be homeless. Like they're gonna grab you off the street, figure out who you are. You're gonna go back to your home, your family, or wherever, and you're gonna get your social services. You are not allowed to be on the street. And my German Claudia taught me that. But she also taught me that there are people, and I think this is really common here in Seattle. I don't know about Vancouver, BC, but there are people that are compelled to live on the street. You can have a great place for them to live or whatever. No, they are always going to be on the street. They don't want, for whatever reason, that doesn't work for them, right? So what do you do with the peeps that are compelled? You know, I don't know. I'm not smart enough, Jen. What do you think? Because you weren't seeing that in Spain, in Barcelona. So I'm like,
I don't think they have them housed somewhere. I really don't. I think that they deal with income disparities better. Maybe.
Got it. Yeah.
I don't know. I could be totally wrong, you know. Maybe
no, I want to,
you know.
God damn. I wish we had a title. I wish we had like people don't listen to you unless you got some sort of a goddamn title. How cool would it be if we went to Barcelona and we met with the mayor? I don't even know if they have mayors, but like, what do you do about this? And then they show us, and then they teach us stuff. This is what we do. And I'm like, well, I actually really want to see it. You know, like I want to see what you're talking about, right? Like, hey, my kitty's meowing to go outside. You know, we just can't have anything fun with these cats around.
You better not. No, you stay away from there.
Come here. I'm going to find it. Oh boy.
I got to build a fortress around the power strip.
Yeah, you do.
And she'll go up underneath there and click, turn it off, and our podcast is over.
Done. There's this guy, he travels around and he looks for the neighborhoods in other countries that are like the shit neighborhoods, right? And because I think he was in Iceland. He traveled around Iceland and he's like, all right, where's the bad neighborhood? Let's see it. And you go and he's like, okay, I think I found it. And this doesn't look so bad. And you're like, it just looks like apartment complexes, you know, like brick with, you know, grass. And then someone's like, no, you're in the wrong neighborhood. Keep going. And he keeps going. And then eventually you start to see the graffiti. And this is like Iceland. Okay. So it's similar to us. There's the graffiti. And he's like, oh, okay, this looks more right. This looks okay. And then he started, you know, he asked someone that was living there, like, hey, man, what's up? And they're like, oh, drugs. Drugs is what's up. That's kind of like, you know, but it still looked pretty decent. You know, it's like, well, I got some graffiti. You can paint over that. Yeah. But yeah, drugs.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about the drugs. You know, is it lack of education? Is trauma? Some people just like doing drugs. I don't know.
Well, it's, you know, it's substance abuse, right? Some people drink alcohol. Some people do drugs, you know?
Totally.
Some people, I don't know what they do, other stuff, you know?
My therapist, I'm not addicted to substances, but she's like, maybe you're addicted to intensity. Like, that's a thing? She's like, oh my God. In the United States, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, like addicted to, she's like, she had an example. She's like, I was sitting on my back porch reading a book and it was lovely. And I'm reading my book. And then I started thinking about this friend of mine. And then I started thinking about how my friend isn't a very good friend and blah, blah, blah. And then she had to stop herself. knock it off, right? Like that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
That's that intensity. Or like friends that are addicted to drama.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they just stir up shit
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
do the drama thing. I don't know. But back to the Spain. So
Spain.
you would go back.
I would go back. Yeah, definitely. I would have loved to have spent more time in Barcelona and in Calafell, and maybe gone to Tarragon. I think it's Tarragon, which we were right in the middle between Sitges and Tarragon, 15 minutes either way, and we only went Sitges. So I would have liked
What the hell brought you to Sitges?
Everybody kept saying, go to Sitges. And my other friend was like, go to Tarragon. I think it was Tarragon. I'm probably saying that wrong. Anyway.
Are these little towns that nobody knows about? And so that's where they're like, go there. And then once Americans discover it, we ruin it.
No, let's see. Okay, so we were in Calafell, which was.
Okay.
And then.
I got a map out. I'm looking at it on a map.
Yeah.
So
there's this town that we kept passing when we went to Sitges, which was called, the town is Cunit.
Okay. I see
Tarragona. Tarragona was the other town, which we could have gone to. So we went to Sitges, which was.
It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Calafell or Sitges?
Sitges.
Yeah. It's a very gay, it's a very gay city. I think that's why everybody kept
yeah. This is the architecture. Look at this.
Oh yeah, it was very picturesque.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Tarragona, which is the other town, is supposed to be even more. So it's
this is cool.
Tarragona, yeah. It looks like it's a little bigger too. So Sitges is probably smaller, and then
it is right there on the south coast, like right in that southern coast right there. Damn. Oh my goodness, look at all of that. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm looking at the old buildings and not necessarily like the grocery store, you know, I mean, like, you know, with the ocean.
Yeah.
How hot was it? What was the temp?
About 75-ish at the most.
Perfect.
It was pretty cool. Not really super hot. It was hot enough that we would go out on the beach for 3 hours every day and hang out. And
Yes. Now, question, in these little towns here now, you see a lot of people riding bicycles? This looks like a bicycle place.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, probably. I mean, I didn't see a bunch of people in Sitges riding bikes.
No. Okay.
In Calafell, there was people riding bikes for sure.
Okay.
And, what's going on?
Oh, Marty just got home. Housemate Marty just got home. So I was just telling him what's up. Yeah.
Okay.
My battery's dying and I gotta plug in my battery here.
Oh, she's down on the floor. Oh,
yeah, I know. Down for the count. Okay, there we go. So you didn't see a bunch of bicycling? Because it seems like Seattleites would have been tearing that shit up on a bike. That was great.
We saw people on bikes in Barcelona, more scooters than bikes.
Oh, okay.
Bikes in Calafell for sure. Scooters also.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. And
you know, like they had the train line that ran from Barcelona. It runs all the way up the coast there. So, you know, we decided to take the train to Barcelona when we went back to Barcelona, which was way cheaper. It was like $3.75 for a ticket, you know, to go to Barcelona.
$3.75. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So way cheaper to use the train for sure. But, you know, you have to deal with the aggressive what are they called? The aggressive what are those squeeze things called? Accordion player.
Oh yeah, accordion player
playing accordion in your ear until you give him some euros.
On the train.
Yeah,
that's actually a brilliant scheme. So that he'll leave, you give him money.
It focused in on us because he was like heard us talking English, I think.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
And how do you speak English? He ran and got his accordion. And, you know, and everybody else was like, fuck off, dude. On the
right. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck off. Yeah. Got it. I love it.
And the next guy that came with his guitar, I'm just like, Vera, do not look at him. Just, nope, we're not looking at him. We're not doing anything. We're not looking at him. We're ignoring him.
Did it work? Did that person leave?
Yeah, he left.
Did. Okay. Yeah, I want to go back.
Otherwise, this $3.75 fare is going to cost us $10. You know.
So smart. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it.
Anyway, funny story about the train to Sitges. I'll go into that.
Let's hear it.
So Calville's a really small place, but we're trying to find the train station. We can't find the fucking train station to save our life. And so we walked around in circles, I think. And then we finally found the train station. And I'm like, I got to get some water, Vera. So we buy our train tickets, and I give her train ticket, and we both go through the turnstile, and I said, I'm getting some water, and I peel off to go get the water at the little counter there. She keeps going.
Shit.
So I get the water, and I turn around and come out, and I'm out on the train deck, and I'm like, okay, where the fuck did Vera go?
You lost your fucking wife at the train station in Calville's.
We haven't even left yet. And I'm like, where the hell did she go?
That's a Libra thing.
What the fuck? And so I'm going, Vera. You know, I look like a crazy person now because I'm shouting her name at the train station.
Shit.
And finally, I'm like, okay, I've got these two phones because I got this other phone because I didn't want to run the bill up on our regular phone. And so I pull that phone out, and she's calling me. And I'm like, where are you?
Yeah.
We're at the next city.
You got on the train?
And I said, you got on the train? And she's like, I thought you got on the train. I'm like, I wouldn't have got on the train without you. I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that sounds right. She got that Scorpio rising too. That explains that. Yeah. Oh shit. She just ditched you.
So we didn't even ride the train together up to Sitges. She rode in a different car because I got to the station that she was at, and I saw her, and I'm like, here I am, and I'm waving, and she didn't see me. And I said, so I'm like texting her going, I'm on the train. I just drove past you.
You guys are a mess.
On the train. And
oh my God.
So she's at the back car. And so I'm riding along to Sitges, and yeah.
You guys are a mess. That's awesome. You're like waving at her. Oh my God. You two are a mess. That's great. Okay, that's a good story.
Yeah. It was pretty fun. I couldn't believe she got on the train, and I'm like, I would never.
Right. I'd make sure if I was riding with someone, I'd make sure they were next to me. Okay,
yeah.
No, that's a Scorpio. She's just going to do her own thing.
She just thought I got on the train, and she didn't see me get on the train. So she was going to get on the train. Mm-hmm. But I went to get some water because I was thirsty because we'd just been walking around the city for like half an hour.
Oh, God, you too. Oh, boy. Yep. Okay. You got to yell at her louder. I'm going to get water.
Yeah. I could have sworn she heard me. I'm like,
oh, maybe you have to touch her now. Now you have to just kind of, hey, baby, I'm going to go get water. Just let her know. Yeah. Just let her know.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Here we are laughing at this story, right? Oh, that's so funny. And then it turns out she was having a stroke or something.
Well, that's what I was like. I was ready to
We're a couple assholes.
And find the police because I thought either somebody kidnapped her or I don't know.
God damn.
I didn't know what to think because she was nowhere to be found. And then, thankfully I thought about pulling my phone out, and she was calling. So
all right, good. I'm glad that you had the phones. That was communicating. God damn it, you guys. Stressing me out over here. I got stress sweat now. You and Vera. God damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
So 10 days, you recharged your batteries in a foreign country.
Yeah.
came home. You had kitties to play with.
Yeah, kitties missed us,
Okay.
obviously. Hey, kitty.
Good.